What hobby in men gives you green flag vibes? This was a question asked on r/AskReddit on Reddit, and here were some of the responses. Having plants that are actually well cared for. Being well versed in a topic that comes from genuine interest and not egotistical gain. And even this guy said, I'm a straight guy, and though I may not care about the topic, I'll be under a spell if I listen to someone rambling about something they're genuinely passionate about. That's when our natural human magnetism comes in. Loving and taking care of their pets like their own. Has an affection for other living things. Mostly these guys are the most lovable, patient, and understanding people. Believe me. This user said, my guy is into 3D printing among other sciencey things. He recently printed me a grass sword replica from Adventure Time. I married the right man. This user said, cooking. Another user said, plays an instrument. Musicians are equally green and red flags. Source, I'm a musician and I've dated musicians. This user said, coaching youth sports, particularly when he is a busy professional. It isn't about glamour or adulation. It's also a personal sacrifice for the betterment of children. It's noble and at the same time very sexy. This user said, fixing cars, huge turn on for me. Another user said, genuine interest in his hobby, whatever it is. It's so obvious when a guy has adapted a hobby or character trait because he wants to pick up women, like knowing 4 chords on a guitar but not having the interest to learn anything more. Also, having a genuine interest in teaching you his hobbies, cheering you on and getting excited when you outlearn them instead of just shoving them down your throat and talking about how knowledgeable he is while simultaneously gatekeeping said knowledge. Another user said, walking. Sign of a humble man who enjoys little things. That's what I need in a man. Another user said, when they do volunteer work, I feel like it shows that they have a heart and care, which is rare to find in my age group. Another user said, it's about balance. A man who, let's say, golfs, but not every single weekend, loves live music but doesn't live in a bar, watches sports but not attached to the couch, being active and open to learning new things, extra points for being handy. That's hot. Another user said, enjoying nature. I was in a long-term abusive relationship and he made me get rid of the dog both times I tried to add one to our life. Didn't care about watching birds with me. Didn't care to help with any landscaping stuff. I'm now 1 year into a wonderful romance with a man who has outdoor hobbies, watches baby animal videos on YouTube, and just bought a house and is delighted in watching birds show up to the feeders he put up. I can share my nature with him and it's fantastic. Another user said, building models. They take time and patience. Another user said, so it looks like the top 3 are books, pets/gardening, and carpentry, i.e. desire to make yourself better, desire to nurture and take care of others, and life skills. Gentlemen, your weekend project, build a bookshelf and stock it with loads of books on pets, gardening, and DIY skills. Pro tip, buy used books so it looks like you've actually read them. By the way, this list is pretty accurate. I asked my wife and she was quite impressed that I had built a bookshelf and I could cook her a meal during our 3rd date. Another user said, if he has pets and care about them truly, it is such a green flag. Another user said, my girlfriend says it's a green flag that I support mediocre sports teams and have fun watching them even when they lose, which is pretty often. My girlfriend once complimented how I can be patient with her. I replied, I've been putting up with Leeds for many years. Yours is easy in comparison. She didn't find it as funny as I did. Another user said, gardening and caring for pets or small animals. This user said, any hobby that a man isn't ashamed to do because it isn't manly. For example, my husband is a very burly man. He does work with his hands. He's a manly man. But every night sits down and makes quilts with me. He has even made a few of his own. To which another user said, I do cross stitch. I'm a dude. When I worked in a service industry, I'd sometimes do it on my breaks. the other guys would give me. The women were much friendlier. This user said, in one sentence, take care of another living entity, be it plants, pets, or peers. To which this user said, 100% how I landed my wife. I came from out of town to help a friend and his wife who were having a baby by cooking and cleaning for the last week of the pregnancy. They dragged me over to a friend's place who had invited them over. The hostess is now my wife after I approved of her library. What you thought about these, and if you have any to add, if there's any green flags that you have about men, make sure you put it in the comments. People would love to see them. I would also love to see them. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be back with more Reddit threads. Thank you for watching.